Hey guys, as you see, I'm in my bonnet. I'm getting ready for bed. But I wanted to come on here to talk about Catfish Season 7, Episode 4, Lawrence and Sierra. Okay, let's just get right into it, guys. Pretty much, Lawrence was a young man, African American, out of. I think he was from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. He was on Periscope. And he met a young lady named Sierra. They've been talking for 2 years. He was 17. He's now 19. So Sierra said that she lived in Virginia, and pretty much Sierra was there for him when he had like a mini heart attack at school, and they rushed him to the hospital, and they said he has like a heart murmur, and then he got into a car accident when he left the hospital. So Sierra was there for him, and nobody else was. I mean, she was there through all of this like tragedy he was going through, you know, and she was there to talk to and to listen, to his problems. But whenever they tried to meet up, she would always like, make an excuse. So he, wanted to meet her. So then Neve and Max go out there and they're talking to Lawrence. And they do their research. So they typed in one number that Sierra gave Lawrence, and it came up to Sierra Edwards. Then they typed in another number, and it came up to a guy named Clinton Miller. So then they looked at mutual friends of the two people, and then they found another page, another Sierra page, and then they found they found a mutual friend of these two people, and the girl's name was Aisha. And they contacted Aisha, and they're like, do you know Sierra? Do you know this guy Clinton? And the girl Aisha said, yes, I'm friends with Sierra, and I know Clinton, and he's gay and he's full of drama. So they're thinking that Lawrence is talking to this gay man named Clinton. So they call the gay dude Clinton, and he's like, I don't want no drama, and basically he said he wanted nothing to do with the situation, with Lawrence and Neith and Max, and then he hung up. So then they're like, it could be Clinton you're talking to, but they wasn't really sure. So they said, well, let's just go out to Hampton, Virginia, which is only 3 hours. So they text Sear and they're like, no, they went out there and then they text and they're like, can we meet up? And she's like, yeah, we can meet up in half an hour, as soon as I get off work. So she's like, they could meet her at a park. So they're there at this park, okay, guys? And Sierra shows up. She's exactly who she said she was. And she looked exactly like her pics. Beautiful girl, very pretty girl. So then Lawrence is acting, nervous. He's, surprised that it's actually her, because, 9 times out of 10, the person is not who they say they are, guys. That's the reason for the show. So they're like, so he's, he's smiling and, he's, clearly, happy to see that it's her. So then Neve and Max, they're like, okay, well, we'll let the two of you talk. And he wasn't really saying anything. He was more or less like, acting really nervous, like scared or something. So then they're like, okay, well, let's just go out to lunch. So while they're having lunch, Lawrence is acting very strange. And I figured something wasn't right because if you been talking to somebody for 2 years and they was always there for you, you wouldn't be excited. You wouldn't be acting nervous because, she's exactly who she said she was. She wasn't lying about anything. So that was kind of strange to me. So then like Max picked up on it and he's like, why is he acting so strange? And then Lawrence was like complaining about the food and all this other foolishness. And then like his phone kept like going off, like somebody was like texting him. And then Neve is like, well, like Max was telling me something is up. He's acting like too, nervous. So then when Lawrence finally got up and to answer his phone, and then Neve went out there and he was talking to Lawrence, and Lawrence dropped the bomb. Lawrence said that he's engaged for the last 2 months. Now here's okay. So Neve was like, "You actually got down on your knee and proposed to someone," and Lawrence is like, "Yes." So then he's like, "Well, you gotta tell Sierra." So then they go back to where Sierra and Maxwell, and you know, he was just like laughing, like, and then he told her, "I'm engaged." And then Sierra's like, "Well, why would you want to meet up with me in person if you knew that you were engaged? It doesn't make any sense. You could have told me through text, because they've been texting and talking for 2 years. It just didn't make any sense." So then she's like, "Obviously you love this girl if you got down on your knee and proposed." So then, they did the 2 month update, and Lawrence is no longer with his fiance, and Sierra has not spoken to Lawrence, and like she doesn't even want to be friends with this man. Okay, but here's my thing. I don't even think Lawrence was engaged. I think when he saw Sierra in person, like he wasn't like too happy, because Sierra didn't show her full body in those pictures. All you saw was like from like the neck. You didn't see like her whole body. So when he saw she was like a little thick, I guess he wasn't interested anymore. So maybe he made up that story. Maybe he told a friend to text him to make it look like a friend was you know, texting him on the phone. I don't even think he was engaged. I think it was just some bullcrap story. And it's really messed up, because this girl was there for you and nobody else was. I don't think anybody else was calling, and I don't think he had any friends that was calling and talking to him when he was going through the heart attack and the car accident. I mean, how could you do something like that to somebody who was actually there for you? I know you never met in person, but that should still count for something. It was a really messed up situation. And he should have been happy it wasn't Clinton. Okay, what would he have done if it was Clinton that he was really talking to those 2 years? So, it was stupid. The girl was who she said she was. So why? I don't understand that. This whole episode did not make any sense. And I don't understand why Sierra only lived 3 hours away in Hampton. So why she never wanted to meet with Lawrence? That was kind of peculiar too. And to see, she wasn't lying about anything. I mean, if it was me, and I know I'm who I say I am, I'm gonna come out there and meet you. It's only 3 hours. I don't understand, guys. Okay. Catfish has gotten, as I said, very, very crazy. It's not fun anymore. The girl was who she said she was, so that was no fun. The only interesting thing was that he said he was engaged, quote unquote. We don't even know if that's true or not, because you know, I don't even believe that he was engaged. I think it was just some bullcrap story, as I said, he was telling this young lady, and he just wasted this young lady's time. He could have told her over the phone, cause they were talking. So that part did not make any sense to me. But that was Lawrence and Sierra, guys. It was another episode where it was another episode, guys, where the person was actually who they said they was. The only twist was that he was engaged. That was the only part that like we that was the only part that was like a mystery. That was the only part that was like drama in the whole episode. So I don't know, guys. I hope Catfish gets better, because I'm tired of these people being who they say they are. That is no fun, guys. That is no fun. But comment down below, guys, if you saw the episode with Lawrence and Sierra, okay? And I really think that guy did that girl dirty. I mean, he really didn't have to do that. You know, it was messed up. So just comment down below, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. I'll catch you guys in the next video.